projected 50% reduction in personnel costs across defense logistics and cybersecurity sectors by 2030, analyzing global competitive dynamics. Introduction. As the global landscape evolves, the defense logistics and cybersecurity sectors are on the brink of a significant transformation. This report analyzes the projected reduction in personnel costs by up to 50% by 2030, focusing on the dynamics that drive this change. It emphasizes the growing importance of cybersecurity amid rising threats, technological advancements, and regulatory shifts. Market growth and dynamics. The cybersecurity market is experiencing rapid growth. As of 2023, it is valued at approximately $222.66 billion and is projected to reach $500.70 billion by 2030, showcasing a compound annual growth rate CAGR of 12.3%. This growth is primarily driven by the increasing frequency of cyberattacks, the expansion of e-commerce, and the proliferation of connected devices through the Internet of Things (IoT). Key factors influencing growth. 1. Rising cyber threats. The surge in cyberattacks has compelled organizations to bolster their cybersecurity measures, resulting in higher investments across sectors. 2. Technological advancements. Innovations in artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, ML, and cloud computing are reshaping cybersecurity practices, allowing organizations to adopt more sophisticated security solutions. 3. Increased digitalization. The ongoing shift towards digital platforms across industries has heightened vulnerabilities, prompting the need for robust cybersecurity frameworks. Integration of technologies. The integration of AI and ML into cybersecurity solutions is changing the way organizations approach security. For instance, Broadcom's adaptive protection uses AI to tailor endpoint security, significantly reducing overhead costs. As organizations transition to automated and adaptive security systems, the reliance on traditional employment models will diminish. Impacts of automation. 1. Cost efficiency. Automation of security processes decreases the need for extensive personnel, leading to a significant reduction in personnel costs. 2. Outsourcing trends. Organizations are increasingly opting for managed services, allowing specialized firms to handle security needs more efficiently. Personnel cost reduction. The anticipated 50% reduction in personnel costs within defense and cybersecurity sectors stems from the widespread adoption of automation technologies. This shift will likely lead to a decrease in the demand for in-house security teams and an increase in the use of outsourced services. Factors contributing to cost reduction. Managed services. Organizations are turning to managed service providers for cybersecurity needs, which can be more cost-effective than maintaining large in-house teams. Automation. Automated systems can perform tasks traditionally handled by multiple employees, streamlining operations and reducing labor costs. Global competitive dynamics. The competitive landscape within the cybersecurity sector is characterized by significant mergers and acquisitions. For example, Cisco's acquisition of Splunk aims to enhance digital security capabilities, indicating a trend towards consolidation in expertise and resources. M&A trends. 1. Consolidation of expertise. Companies are merging to pool resources and technologies, allowing them to better address the increasing complexity of cyber threats. 2. Strategic partnerships. Collaborations among cybersecurity firms enable a more unified approach to tackling vulnerabilities. Regulatory environment. Governments worldwide are implementing stringent regulations to enhance data security and privacy. Noteworthy initiatives include the EU Cybersecurity Act and the U.S. State and Local Government Cybersecurity Act, which establish frameworks for compliance and promote cooperation among organizations. Regulatory impacts. Increased compliance costs. Organizations must invest in cybersecurity solutions to meet regulatory requirements, driving demand in the market. Enhanced cooperation. Regulatory frameworks encourage organizations to collaborate on cybersecurity measures, enhancing overall security postures. Sector-specific insights. 1. Defense/government. This sector remains a substantial contributor, holding over 25% of the market share due to the critical nature of protecting sensitive information. 2. Healthcare. Anticipated to grow the fastest, driven by the integration of connected devices and the digitalization of health records, increasing the need for robust cybersecurity measures. 3. Small and medium enterprises (SMEs). SMEs face significant vulnerabilities due to budget constraints, highlighting the necessity for affordable cybersecurity solutions. Regional variations. North America currently dominates the cybersecurity market, benefiting from advanced technological infrastructure and proactive government initiatives. In contrast, the Asia-Pacific region is expected to witness the highest growth, driven by rapid digitization and escalating cyber threats. Key regional insights. North America, strong technology adoption and governmental support drive market growth. Asia-Pacific, fastest growing region with increasing investments in cybersecurity as economies digitize. Conclusion. The projected 50% reduction in personnel costs across the defense, logistics, and cybersecurity sectors by 2030 is primarily driven by technological advancements, regulatory changes, and evolving market dynamics. The cybersecurity market is poised for significant growth, fueled by both necessity and innovation. As organizations navigate the complexities of cybersecurity in an increasingly digital landscape, they face both challenges and opportunities. The transformation towards more automated and outsourced security solutions will redefine the sector, necessitating a shift in workforce strategies and operational approaches. This comprehensive analysis highlights the critical trends shaping the future of the defense, logistics, and cybersecurity sectors, emphasizing the importance of adapting to an evolving landscape characterized by technological innovation and increasing cyber threats. The projected reduction of personnel costs by 50% across the defense, logistics, and cybersecurity sectors by 2030 presents several counterintuitive insights that challenge traditional assumptions about workforce dynamics in these critical fields. 1. Automation versus employment. While the narrative surrounding automation often centers on job displacement, this analysis suggests that automation may lead to a more skilled workforce rather than a reduction in overall job opportunities. The anticipated shift towards outsourcing specialized cybersecurity functions implies that while traditional roles may diminish, new opportunities will arise in managing and overseeing automated systems. This could lead to a demand for higher skilled positions that focus on strategic oversight rather than routine tasks. 2. Growth amidst reductions. The cybersecurity sector is projected to experience substantial growth, with market estimates jumping from $222.66 billion in 2023 to $500.70 billion by 2030. This growth occurs alongside a significant reduction in personnel costs. The counterintuitive aspect here is that while costs associated with human resources decrease, investments in technology and automation increase, suggesting a shift in how organizations allocate their budgets. Companies may prioritize technological solutions over human capital, yet still require a skilled workforce to navigate these new technologies. 3. Increased vulnerabilities for SMEs. Small and medium enterprises (SMEs) face heightened risks due to budget constraints, leading them to seek affordable cybersecurity solutions. Interestingly, this presents a paradox. As personnel costs decrease, SMEs may find themselves more vulnerable to cyber threats. The expectation that automation will make cybersecurity more accessible does not necessarily equate to better security for smaller organizations whose limited resources may hinder their ability to implement comprehensive automated security solutions effectively. For cybersecurity as a regulatory driver, the regulatory environment is becoming more stringent, prompting increased demand for cybersecurity solutions. This trend contradicts the assumption that cost reductions would lead to lax security practices. Instead, organizations are compelled to invest in cybersecurity to comply with regulations, indicating that the reduction in personnel costs does not diminish the critical nature of cybersecurity, rather, it changes how organizations approach compliance and security measures. 5. Regional discrepancies. North America is currently the dominant player in the cybersecurity market, yet the Asia-Pacific region is projected to grow the fastest. This dynamic presents a counterintuitive scenario where established markets may see slower growth compared to emerging markets. This suggests that competitive dynamics are shifting, challenging the notion that established regions will always lead in cybersecurity advancements. 6. Mergers and acquisitions as a strategy for cost reduction. The prevalence of mergers and acquisitions, such as Cisco's acquisition of Splunk, reflects a strategic approach to enhance capabilities while reducing long-term personnel costs. This counterintuitive behavior indicates that rather than simply cutting jobs, companies are consolidating expertise and resources to strengthen their market position, which could lead to enhanced security offerings through a more streamlined operational model. 7. Technological dependency versus human oversight. The integration of AI and machine learning into cybersecurity practices suggests a paradox where enhanced technology may lead to greater dependency on human oversight to manage these systems effectively. While automation can reduce personnel costs, it simultaneously increases the need for skilled individuals who can understand and manage these technologies. This creates a scenario where the nature of employment evolves rather than diminishes. 8. Diverse sector impacts. Each sector from healthcare to defense experiences unique impacts from these trends. For example, the healthcare sector is expected to see the highest growth rate in cybersecurity demand. This challenges the assumption that all sectors will uniformly benefit from cost reductions. Instead, specific industries may face unique challenges that necessitate tailored cybersecurity solutions, highlighting the complexity of the market dynamics at play. 9. Training and skill development. The increasing importance of cybersecurity training highlights a counterintuitive trend where, despite reduced personnel costs, organizations must invest in upskilling employees to manage new technologies effectively. This reflects a shift towards a more educated workforce that can leverage automation tools rather than a simple decrease in workforce size. 10. Cybersecurity as a cost center versus a value driver. Traditionally viewed as a cost center, the evolving cybersecurity landscape positions it as a critical value driver for organizations. This shift challenges the notion that reducing personnel costs equates to diminished value, suggesting instead that organizations can achieve a more robust security posture through strategic investment in technology and skilled personnel. In conclusion, the anticipated reduction of personnel costs across defense, logistics, and cybersecurity sectors by 2030 reveals several counterintuitive dynamics that highlight the evolution of work, the role of technology, and the complexities of market competition. As organizations navigate these changes, they will need to adapt their strategies to leverage technology while fostering a skilled workforce capable of addressing the challenges of an increasingly digital and interconnected world. In the projected landscape of defense, logistics, and cybersecurity sectors by 2030, a significant transformation is anticipated, particularly with a projected 50% reduction in personnel costs. While the report captures several key trends and dynamics, several important aspects are often overlooked which warrant further exploration due to their implications for businesses, policymakers, and the broader economy. 1. Shift in employment models. One critical aspect that might be overlooked is the transition from traditional employment to outsourcing and managed services. The report suggests that as automation and advanced technologies like AI and machine learning take center stage, organizations may move towards outsourcing specialized security functions to third-party providers. This shift not only impacts employment levels but also changes the nature of work in cybersecurity and defense sectors. Significance: this transition could lead to a skills gap where existing employees need to reskill or upskill to remain relevant. It also raises questions about job security and the quality of outsourced services, potentially leading to vulnerabilities if not managed properly. Organizations must anticipate these changes and invest in workforce development to ensure a smooth transition. 2. Regulatory impact on market dynamics. While the report mentions the regulatory environment driving demand for cybersecurity solutions, it does not delve deeply into how these regulations might stifle or encourage innovation. The EU Cybersecurity Act and similar initiatives are designed to create a safer digital environment. But they may also impose strict compliance requirements that could overwhelm smaller businesses. Significance: the regulatory landscape could create barriers to entry or increase costs for SMEs, potentially leading to a concentration of market power among larger firms that can afford compliance. Policymakers must consider how regulations can promote security without hindering innovation and competition, particularly for smaller players who are often more agile. 3. Sector-specific vulnerabilities and opportunities. The report outlines various sectors poised for growth such as healthcare and SMEs, but it fails to address the unique vulnerabilities each sector faces. For instance, the healthcare sector's rapid digitalization could expose sensitive patient data to cyber threats, while SMEs may struggle with limited budgets that prevent them from investing in robust cybersecurity measures. Significance: understanding sector-specific vulnerabilities is crucial for developing targeted solutions. For example, tailored cybersecurity frameworks could help healthcare organizations balance innovation with security. Additionally, recognizing the unique challenges faced by SMEs could lead to the development of affordable, scalable cybersecurity solutions that empower these businesses. 4. Technological integration versus skill shortages. The report emphasizes the integration of advanced technologies like AI and machine learning in cybersecurity. However, it does not adequately address the ongoing skill shortages in the cybersecurity workforce, which can impede the effective implementation of these technologies. The demand for skilled professionals continues to outpace supply, which can hinder the growth and effectiveness of cybersecurity initiatives. Significance: organizations must proactively invest in training and education initiatives to develop the talent needed to leverage these technologies effectively. Failure to do so could result in a reliance on outdated methods, leaving organizations vulnerable to evolving cyber threats. 5. Global competitive dynamics and geopolitical implications. The report notes significant mergers and acquisitions within the cybersecurity sector but does not explore the geopolitical implications of these competitive dynamics. As countries strive to bolster their cybersecurity defenses, the interplay between national security and corporate strategy becomes increasingly important. Significance: understanding the geopolitics of cybersecurity is vital for organizations operating internationally. They must navigate varying regulations and standards across jurisdictions, which can complicate compliance efforts. Moreover, geopolitical tensions can lead to increased cyber threats, requiring organizations to be agile in their response strategies. 6. Economic implications of cost reductions. The projected 50% reduction in personnel costs could have profound economic implications that the report does not fully explore. While cost reductions may enhance profitability for organizations, they could also lead to increased unemployment in certain sectors, particularly for lower-skilled workers. Significance: policymakers must consider the broader economic impact of automation and cost reductions. Initiatives that foster job creation in new sectors or support displaced workers through retraining programs will be essential to mitigate the potential negative effects on the workforce. 7. Evolving cyber threat landscape. The report highlights the increasing frequency of cyber attacks but does not sufficiently discuss the evolving nature of these threats. As technologies advance, so too do the tactics employed by cyber criminals. This evolution necessitates a proactive approach to cybersecurity that anticipates future threats rather than merely reacting to current ones. Significance: organizations must adopt a forward-looking perspective on cybersecurity to stay ahead of emerging threats. This includes investing in threat intelligence and research to understand and prepare for potential vulnerabilities that may arise as technology continues to evolve.
Conclusion. In summary,
while the report provides valuable insights into the projected reductions in personnel costs and the dynamics of the cybersecurity market, several crucial elements warrant deeper consideration. The interplay of employment models, regulatory impacts, sector-specific vulnerabilities, skill shortages, geopolitical dynamics, economic implications, and the evolving cyber threat landscape are all significant factors that can shape the future of the defense, logistics, and cybersecurity sectors. Organizations, policymakers, and stakeholders must proactively address these factors to navigate the complexities of a rapidly changing environment effectively. Key points for in-depth analysis and discussion.
1. Projected reduction in personnel costs.
The anticipated 50% reduction in personnel costs in the defense, logistics, and cybersecurity sectors by 2030 is a pivotal point for discussion. This transformation is primarily attributed to the rise of automation and managed services, which could lead to a significant shift in employment models.
Analyzing the implications of this shift on job markets. Workforce skill requirements and organizational structures is essential.
The transition from traditional employment to outsourced services raises questions about job security, the need for reskilling, and the socioeconomic effects on communities reliant on defense and cybersecurity employment. Furthermore, understanding how organizations can best adapt to this change while maintaining security and operational effectiveness can provide insights into future workforce planning.
2. Technological integration and innovation.
The integration of advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, ML, and cloud computing is fundamentally reshaping cybersecurity practices. The adoption of these technologies allows for the development of multi-layered adaptive security systems capable of responding to complex cyber threats efficiently. Exploring the role of these technologies in enhancing security measures, reducing costs, and improving response times can lead to a deeper understanding of the future landscape of cybersecurity. Additionally, assessing the challenges associated with their implementation, including potential biases in AI, data privacy concerns, and the need for robust infrastructure, will provide a comprehensive view of the technological evolution in this sector.
3. Market growth dynamics.
The projected growth of the global cybersecurity market from $222.66 billion in 2023 to $500.70 billion by 2030 reflects a compound annual growth rate (CAGR) of 12.3%. This growth is driven by increasing cyber threats, the proliferation of e-commerce, and the rise of connected devices, particularly in the IoT ecosystem. A thorough analysis of the factors contributing to this market expansion, including regulatory pressures, the growing importance of data privacy, and the evolving threat landscape, is crucial. Additionally, examining regional variations in market growth, particularly the rapid expansion expected in the Asia-Pacific region,
can provide insights into global competitive dynamics and investment opportunities.
4. Regulatory environment and compliance. The evolving regulatory landscape plays a critical role in shaping the demand for cybersecurity solutions. Governments worldwide are enacting stringent regulations to enhance data security and privacy, exemplified by initiatives like the EU Cybersecurity Act and the U.S. State and Local Government Cybersecurity Act. A detailed exploration of how these regulations influence organizational compliance strategies, investment in cybersecurity infrastructure, and the overall market landscape is necessary. Furthermore, assessing the challenges organizations face in adhering to these regulations, particularly small and medium enterprises (SMEs) with limited resources, can shed light on the broader implications for cybersecurity practices across various sectors.
Conclusion.
The projected transformations in the defense, logistics, and cybersecurity sectors by 2030 present a complex interplay of opportunities and challenges.
Understanding the implications of personnel cost reductions, technological advancements, market dynamics, And the regulatory environment is essential for organizations navigating this evolving landscape.
Each of these points offers a rich area for in-depth analysis, discussion, and strategic planning as stakeholders seek to adapt to the rapidly changing market conditions. 1. The advent of the automated factory in the 1960s to 1980s. The introduction of automated systems in manufacturing, particularly in the automotive industry, significantly reduced labor costs while improving efficiency and productivity.
Companies like Ford and General Motors adopted robotics and automated assembly lines,
resulting in a drastic reduction in the number of personnel needed for production. This shift not only transformed the manufacturing landscape but also led to the emergence of new roles focused on managing and maintaining these automated systems. 2. The rise of information technology and outsourcing in the 1990s. The late 20th century saw a significant reduction in personnel costs across various sectors due to the advent of information technology and the rise of outsourcing. Companies began to outsource IT services and customer support to countries with lower labor costs, which drastically reduced operational expenses. This trend was exemplified by companies like IBM and Accenture, which capitalized on global talent pools, allowing them to provide services at lower costs while maintaining service quality. 3. The implementation of lean management in the 1980s and 1990s. Lean management principles initially developed in the Toyota production system focused on eliminating waste and improving efficiency in production processes. This approach led to a significant reduction in personnel costs as organizations streamlined their operations and focused on value-adding activities. The adoption of lean practices across various sectors, including manufacturing and services, resulted in a shift in workforce dynamics, often reducing the number of employees while enhancing overall productivity and quality. Future outlook: projected 50% reduction in personnel costs across defense, logistics, and cybersecurity sectors by 2030. 1. Market dynamics and growth trajectory. By 2030, the global landscape of the defense, logistics, and cybersecurity sectors is expected to undergo a substantial transformation characterized by a projected 50% reduction in personnel costs. This reduction will be primarily driven by technological advancements, shifting employment paradigms, and a growing emphasis on efficiency and effectiveness in operations. The cybersecurity market in particular is anticipated to grow from approximately $222.66 billion in 2023 to around $500.70 billion by 2030, reflecting a compound annual growth rate CAGR of 12.3%. This growth is fueled by escalating cyber threats, the proliferation of e-commerce, and the integration of connected devices, especially within the Internet of Things (IoT) framework. 2. Technological integration and automation. The integration of advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, ML, and cloud computing is set to play a pivotal role in reshaping the operational landscape across these sectors. Automation of security processes and the adoption of managed services will lead to significant efficiencies, ultimately resulting in reduced personnel costs. For example, AI-driven cybersecurity solutions will enable organizations to implement multi-layered and adaptive security frameworks that can respond to threats in real time while minimizing the need for extensive human oversight. Companies like Broadcom are already pioneering adaptive protection solutions that customize endpoint security using AI, thus lowering operational costs for clients. 3. Personnel cost reduction strategies. The expected 50% reduction in personnel costs is largely attributable to automation of security processes. Routine tasks previously handled by human personnel will increasingly be automated, allowing organizations to allocate resources more strategically. Outsourcing. Many organizations will shift toward outsourcing security and defense needs to specialized firms, leading to reduced in-house staffing costs. Managed services. The growth of managed security services will provide organizations with cost-effective security solutions that require fewer internal resources. 4. Competitive landscape and consolidation trends. The defense and cybersecurity sectors will witness significant consolidation as companies pursue mergers and acquisitions to enhance their capabilities and address rising cyber threats. For instance, Cisco's acquisition of Splunk is indicative of a trend where firms seek to consolidate expertise and resources. This consolidation will likely lead to a more competitive marketplace, where companies that leverage advanced technologies effectively will thrive. 5. Regulatory environment and compliance. Governments globally are implementing stricter regulations to enhance data security and privacy, which will further drive demand for comprehensive cybersecurity solutions. Legislative frameworks such as the EU Cybersecurity Act and the U.S. State and Local Governments Cybersecurity Act are examples of regulatory measures that will shape the operational landscape. Organizations will need to comply with these regulations, leading to increased investment in robust cybersecurity infrastructures. 6. Sector-specific insights. Defense/government. This sector will remain a critical player, accounting for over 25% of the cybersecurity market due to the necessity of safeguarding sensitive information and communications against evolving threats. Healthcare, expected to exhibit the highest growth rate, driven by the integration of connected devices and the digitalization of health records, necessitating enhanced cybersecurity measures. SMEs, small and medium enterprises, will increasingly recognize their vulnerabilities and demand affordable cybersecurity solutions, propelling market growth. 7. Regional variations and growth opportunities. North America will continue to lead the cybersecurity market due to its technological advancements and proactive government initiatives. However, the Asia-Pacific region is projected to grow at the fastest rate, driven by rapid digitization and increasing cyber threats as economies develop. Countries like China and India are expected to see significant growth in cybersecurity measures as they address rising cyberattack incidents. 8. Conclusion. The projected 50% reduction in personnel costs across the defense, logistics, and cybersecurity sectors by 2030 reflects a broader trend toward automation, outsourcing, and regulatory compliance. As organizations adapt to these changes, the demand for advanced, cost-effective cybersecurity solutions will rise, driven by the need to mitigate cyber threats and protect sensitive information. Companies that navigate this evolving landscape by leveraging technology and adapting to regulatory requirements will be positioned for success in the future. This transformation presents both challenges and opportunities for organizations as they seek to maintain security in an increasingly digital environment. As the landscape continues to evolve, stakeholders must stay agile and proactive in their approach to cybersecurity, ensuring they remain ahead of potential threats.